Okay. The topic name is capacity utilization. What is capacity? Capacity is the maximum output of goods produced or services provided in a specific period of time by a business. Capacity is maximum number of goods produced or services provided in a specific period of time using all the resources available by the business. अगर कोई बिजनेस 100% कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइज कर रहा है तो इसका मतलब है कि मैक्सिमम आउटपुट वो प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, उससे ज्यादा वो आउटपुट प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकता। इसलिए जब हम कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन को डिफाइन करते हैं तो वी से the current level of output in a situation compared with the maximum possible capacity. Compared with maximum possible capacity, and it can be calculated capacity utilization by the formula current output divided by maximum output multiplied by 100. So if we are producing 90 units and maximum we can 100 produce, so our capacity utilization is 90% right now. In this way we calculate the capacity utilization. Capacity utilization usually tested from us as a 2 marks question in the paper in which we calculate the capacity utilization of the business. So there are 2 scenarios with the capacity utilization. Sometimes we are we are not utilizing the full capacity, we are underutilizing, and sometimes our orders are greater than the situation and we cannot fulfill those orders. So we can have solutions for both when we are underutilization and when we have more orders, in both cases. Overcapacity, it will be a situation when we can produce more but we are producing less. In the overcapacity, what we can do, we can rationalize. It means we can try to reduce the fixed cost. We can try to reduce the fixed cost. How we can reduce the fixed cost? We can close the one of the factories, for example. We can close one of the production lines, for example. We can reduce the number of staff on the fixed salary, for example. So this is what we call rationalization. If we are hopeful that products can be sold in future, we can produce new products by using the free capacity. This will require changes to the existing processes and it may take a longer time, but if it becomes successful or new products become popular in the market, this can bring a lot of profit to the business. We can also find new markets for the existing products. new markets for existing products. This is a risky process, but if you find out the new market in overseas, for example, that might become very profitable in the future. We can identify the other regions in the similar country too, and they also might become very profitable. But again, it depends whether the new regions, new countries like your product or not. We have some solutions for the under capacity too, when our orders are greater than the capacity and we cannot produce up to the required demand in the market. What solutions we can provide? To the under capacity, we can reorganize the resources. By reorganization of resources, what we can do, we can produce more goods with lesser inputs, for example, by becoming more efficient. We can train our employees to produce more in less given time and less resources. So with this possibility, we can produce more. If we have enough resources, we can employ more resources. If we have enough funds, if we have enough capital, we can employ more resources. By the employing more resources, I mean we can we can buy new equipment, for example, that can produce more. We can hire more employees that can do more production. But remember that it could be expensive for us in both long term and short term. For example, if you hire employees, that is a long term expense increase for the business. And if you buy a new plant right now, it will be short term expense. And secondly, it's not an easy process. Settlement of the new plant and employees can take a lot of time. What another thing we can do, we can subcontract. Subcontracting is paying another business to undertake part of our tasks. Paying another business to undertake part of our tasks. We can require that business to produce a part of product or full product or service. Services, for example, you might have always noticed that जितने भी call centers होते हैं, they are outsourced by the businesses to the other businesses, और वही उनके behalf पे call center चला रहे होते हैं. That's why you always find them lesser trained. Okay, in the subcontracting, you do not need new equipment, so आपकी cost save हो गई. Another business will be producing on your behalf. And it makes you very flexible because जब आपने सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ही करना है तो you give orders to one business, you receive another type of order, you give order to another business, and there is no पाबंदी आपके ऊपर कि आप you cannot produce this and you cannot produce. When you have decided to outsource and you have decided to subcontract your orders, then you can produce any kind of stuff. But however, remember that it can increase the cost of the business because zahir hai the outsourcing people and the subcontract people will keep their profit margin. It can increase the cost of business. I mean the unit cost. So that is a brief detail of the capacity utilization. We'll study outsourcing separately. Alada iske bhi.